let's give them a round of applause. Y'all be a good audience.
Thank you all. I'm Dr. Clown. I'm director of MECCA. MECCA used to be Multi-Ethnic Cultural Arts Association. Now, for various reasons, it becomes a multi-educational, cross-cultural arts association. So a little bit longer, but it's just as easy to say MECCA. So we're here today to provide to you a kaleidoscope of music and dance around the world. We're the one group in probably the state of Texas and definitely in the regional area that does music from around the world. I spent 34 years in the military, traveling the world, and I tried to learn as much as I can of their music and dance everywhere we went. So, and we have people here from almost 4, 5, 7 different cultures, and they're in the traditional dress. We're also a very well costumed group, thanks to the Killeen Arts Commission. We've been getting money from the Killeen Arts Commission for about 10 years, and a fair amount of that money can be spent in costumes. So we have a very heavy inventory of original costumes from around the world. Very few of them are made here in the United States. They actually come from countries of origin. So we're going to start off because most of us are military or military retirees, and some of this music's the first time event for some of these people. Therefore, we may be a little weak on some of them. For example, this military medley we've never played before, but there's obviously a need for it, and we're working on it. We'll have a whole military medley and all patriotic songs done probably by Memorial Day. So anyway, we have instrumentation from around the world, instruments that probably some of you have never seen. The accordion was used a lot in the past. And for some reason it's kind of dwindled down. So we are pushing what we call folk instruments and folk music. We're not into the traditional modern day music. So we try to get the young people to be aware of their culture, their roots, where they came from, and kind of what their parents, or in my case, a great-grandparent grew up with. So the first song, or medley we're going to do is a good old Army song. And in days gone by, this is called the caissons go rolling around, along with very few people know what a caisson is anymore, so the Army has changed it to the Army song. And that will be part of the medley, followed up by the Navy song, Anchors Aweigh. So here we go with the Army song. Thank you. When we have a bigger audience, we have the Army people stand up for that, and the Navy people, then the Marine Corps, et cetera, et cetera. So you'll see also a unique thing about MECCA here. We have all ages up here. We have what I call 8 to 80. I'm the 80 part, but we do have some down there closer to the 8. And we do not separate them. separated. Not separated. Grandparent from a child, a granddaughter, grandson, whatever, they all learn to play music together. So anyway, we try to blend people together under the concept of MECCA. I would like to give a special thanks to these sound people. I don't know how much you all know about sound, but anyway, that was great sound. So let's give them a hand. All this was done without one sound check. And that's almost unbelievable. So anyway, we were greatly worried about the sound, but anyway, it's definitely coming through. So the next thing we're going to do is go to Panama. Panama is a very important country to us. It's a crossroads of the world. We built it, we maintained it for years, and now we gave it back to Panama. And a lot of people have moved in there, including our Chinese friends. So the Chinese have a great influence now in Panama, which is very important to us. So some of the members here are from Panama. Okay, the punto from Panama. So we need these two young people are of Panamanian heritage. And again, what we are now is cross-cultural. I am Irish, German, Polish, and American, so we're no longer just Puerto Rican, just Mexican, or whatever, or Tex-Mex. In this case, we have mixed cultures. The young lady dancing, the father is Hawaiian and her mother is Panamanian, and she's learning everything about Texas music, fiddle, and clogging, and so on. So anyway, turn around and go up just a little bit and show them that beautiful dress. This is a pollera from Panama. It's probably one of the prettiest folk dresses in the world. If you live in Panama, one young girl gets one of these before she turns 16 or 15. At the age 16, then she gets another one that lasts all her life. And in the old days, they used to get married in it. It takes about a year and a half, not this one, but the traditional pollera that I have at home that I bought in Panama back in the 1970s. It takes a good dressmaker, Panamanian pollera, make it about a year to a year and a half to make one. They use one that's called reverse applique, which is extremely time-consuming and very, very professional. So in her hair, she has what is called templiques. All those little things are butterflies and different kind of insects and whatever, and they're supposed to shimmer when she dances in the light. This dance al punto is done at weddings. Almost every old-time and traditional wedding in Panama is done by the bride and the groom. If the groom doesn't know how to dance, the bride does it with her father. If her father doesn't know how to do it, they hire a couple to do it at the end of the thing. So it's almost an essential dance at a wedding in Panama. So we're going to do the punto. This is the first time for a young gentleman, Jerry, to do it, so he's doing very well on it. So the punto from Panama. This is going to be from a CD. Hold it just 1 minute. We got one sound problem.